Hello, and welcome to day 3 of the 90-day video challenge. I'm Laura Weissman, a licensed marriage and family therapist in Newport Beach, California, and founder of Psyched About Love. Today what we're going to talk about are the gifts that I mentioned in yesterday's video, that when one person is right in their perspective and the other person is right in their perspective, right and right works far better than right or wrong in terms of creating connection. So what do you do with that disagreement? Okay, before we even get to how to give and receive gifts, we have to set up a situation where both people feel safe. Because normally what we do is we talk at each other and maybe we insult each other and we use lots of you statements like, well, you are so disrespectful and you have no consideration and you come home late. And then she would say back, of course, well, you're too demanding and you're too controlling and you just need to lighten up. And you can see that's not going to get really far, right? So the first thing we need to do is create a space that is safe and that is sacred and where the intention is to create connection. And what that looks like is this. You want to sit down facing each other, close enough that if you choose to reach out to each other, you can, and to make that physical connection. As you sit facing each other, the very first thing you do is breathe. And you gaze into each other's eyes, because one of the things that you are always doing with your partner is sending out little radar pings to know, are you there for me? Can I trust you? So take a deep breath and just talk with each other, with your eyes, because sometimes words get in the way. And even before that, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, you always want to invite your partner. I'd like to invite you to a dialogue. Is now a good time? I'd like to invite you to cross the bridge into my world. Is now a good time? You'll notice that the phrase is now a good time goes with any invitation because it's not always going to be a good time. And what's the thing we want to ensure more than anything? Safety. So if for some reason your partner knows that they're not going to be able to show up for you the way you need them to show up, they're going to say, thank you for the invitation, but now is not really a good time. And we don't want our partners to feel abandoned, so we're going to say, now is not a good time, and hey, can we do this after dinner when the kids are in bed, or whenever works. So you don't want to leave them feeling abandoned. You want to thank them for the invitation, whether or not you choose to have that dialogue, that crossing of the bridge in that moment or not. So that's just the setup for it. We haven't even begun to learn how to dialogue, but now you're beginning to learn how to create that connection with very few words, with just an invitation and no acceptance to repair. Stay tuned for part 4. See you tomorrow.